I'm in WRANGLER, Colorado, known as the off-roading capital of the world. Got some of the finest trails you can ever find in the United States and pretty much anywhere. So you can think about it, it's only appropriate to review a Jeep. Alright, move on to the interior of the Wrangler, and you notice you have a leather-wrapped steering wheel, leather around these little areas by the shifters and the four-wheel drive knob, and you have it right here, and I'm gonna warn you now, it gets really hot. Really, really hot. I actually learned that the hard way when I sat down and tried to rest my elbow right here, right after a long day of Jeeping. That hurt. Badly. But that's not the only part of the interior that gets super hot. Look right down here, and you will actually find warnings saying not to touch this part because it's bare metal, and it gets very hot. Something I found pretty cool down here is a little Easter egg. The floorboards are actually a topographic map of a mountain. I don't know which mountain, but if you don't know what a topographic map is, it's a type of map that has 3D contours and outlines of a mountain or a hill, so if you're going to take a trail on it, hiking or jeeping or whatever, you'll know the shapes of it so you don't drop off. One thing I noticed is the shape of the air vents. There's these weird little donut things that you push, but you can kind of rotate them in any way like a gyroscope. This model in specific is also equipped with Uconnect, which is Dodge/Chrysler/Fiat/whatever they own now's little onboard infotainment system. And it used to be pretty bad from my experience. My mom had a Jeep, and it was terrible in more ways than one, but the Uconnect was very bad. But they've actually improved it quite a lot. The interface is a lot better. It's got like lots of hexagons, like kind of like a Lamborghini. Now, one thing I don't really like is that this thing freaks out if you open the door while you're in accessory mode, which shouldn't be a big deal, but according to Jeep, it is. Now, if you're new to Jeeps like I am, you might wonder, where are the little pull things for the windows? Because if you look down here, they're nowhere in sight. That's because they're actually in the center console of all places, so if you're new to Jeeps, you might want to know this. Now, this model is the two-door model, but it still has 5 seats, just like the four-door. The 2 doors is a shorter wheelbase, which is better for going on tight trails with a lot of switchbacks. Now, there's one more cool thing I want to show you, and it's on the windshield. Can you spot it? I'll give you 20 seconds. Alright, didn't find it? Well, it's actually this little Willys MB Jeep that's climbing up the edge of the window. Pretty cool, huh? Here's what it sounds like from the interior. And of course, from the exterior. Now, I can't go over the full specs because where I am, I have no internet, and I didn't download the spec sheet because I have the brain the size of a peanut, which should be evident in my older videos. But I can say if this 2-liter 4-cylinder got us up and down, I'm a Gene Pass in WRANGLER, Colorado. It is a semi-challenging trail made especially for Jeeps and 4x4s. And this did it like a boss. Now let's check out the key. It's made to look rugged just like the car itself, but back there you got your Jeep logo. And right here, something interesting, it has an actual key, so if the fob doesn't work, you can get in normally. But on the tag right here, you can see where we rented it from. Switzerland of America, Jeep Rentals and Tours. They're in WRANGLER, Colorado, so if you're in Colorado, you should come by and book yourself a Jeep tour. Now, one thing on the exterior of the Jeep, I never really know why they did this, but the fuel cap is exposed. I don't know if this is like a homage to the original Jeeps, but if anybody can explain that to me, please do. Anyways, moving on to the trunk and the back of the vehicle. Here I have a decent amount of space, not the most, but the back seat's up. It's a lot more when it's down. But as for now, they have a little dip-in cargo area right underneath the seat. I have some stuff there right now, and it's being put to good use. You also have right here a 12-volt DC USB charger, so if you need to put anything up there and charge it or power it, you definitely can. One really cool thing on the back trunk is that you have all the vehicle specifications in this neat little diagram. It's the Jeep JL model. It says Sport Utility 4x4, 2-door, 4-door. It has a detailed, intricate diagram of both models. So if you ever wonder some specs about your Jeep, open the rear door. Alright, well that's all I've got for the Wrangler. I had a ton of fun making this video, and I sure hope... Oh, be right back.